Bonanza wasn't just another TV western, it was a cultural landmark that brought millions of families together every Sunday night. Set on the sprawling Ponderosa Ranch, the series followed Ben Cartwright and his sons as they balanced ranch life, justice, and family loyalty. Premiering in 1959, it became one of the longest-running and most beloved shows in television history, running for 14 seasons and more than 400 episodes. But behind the adventures of Ben, Adam, Hoss, and Little Joe were real actors with stories as rich as the land they rode across. Many of these stars have since passed away, but their contributions left an unforgettable mark on television history. Today we'll revisit their lives, careers, and lasting legacies. Lorne Greene as Ben Cartwright. Lorne Greene, the commanding presence behind Ben Cartwright, was the heart and anchor of Bonanza. Born in Ottawa, Canada, Greene's rich baritone voice first gained recognition during World War II, when he worked as a radio announcer nicknamed the Voice of Canada. His shift to acting led him to Hollywood, where his gravitas and warmth made him the perfect fit for the role of the Cartwright family patriarch. As Ben, Greene portrayed a widowed father raising 3 sons, each with different mothers, and guided them with wisdom, integrity, and compassion. Audiences admired not only his strong leadership, but also the tenderness he brought to the role, making Ben Cartwright one of television's most respected father figures. After Bonanza, Greene enjoyed continued success in projects like Battlestar Galactica, where he played Commander Adama. He passed away in 1987 at the age of 72, but his legacy as the steadfast head of the Ponderosa remains unmatched. Pernell Roberts as Adam Cartwright. Pernell Roberts brought intelligence and quiet strength to the role of Adam Cartwright, the eldest son on Bonanza. A classically trained stage actor, Roberts had a commanding presence and a deep voice that made him stand out as the thoughtful, often brooding member of the Cartwright family. Unlike his brothers, Adam was the more educated and pragmatic son, often clashing with others as he searched for independence. Off-screen, Roberts was outspoken and unafraid to challenge Hollywood norms, which sometimes put him at odds with producers. He eventually left Bonanza after 6 seasons, feeling limited by the role, but went on to build a respected career in television, most notably starring in Trapper John, MD in the late 1970s and 80s. Despite his departure, fans never forgot his contribution to the early success of the series, where Adam's sharp wit and moral compass helped shape the family dynamic. Roberts passed away in 2010 at the age of 81, leaving behind a legacy of both artistry and conviction. Dan Blocker as Hoss Cartwright. Dan Blocker captured hearts as Eric Hoss Cartwright, the gentle giant of Bonanza. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing over 300 pounds, Blocker's imposing frame could have made him intimidating, but his warm smile and kind nature turned Hoss into one of the most beloved characters on television. Hoss was the heart of the Cartwright family, always ready with compassion, humor, and loyalty that balanced the more serious or fiery personalities of his brothers. Off-screen, Blocker was much the same. Kind, approachable, and deeply admired by his colleagues. He became a household name, and audiences loved the humanity he brought to a show filled with frontier challenges and moral dilemmas. Tragically, Blocker's life was cut short when he died unexpectedly in 1972, at just 43 years old, following complications from gallbladder surgery. His sudden passing was a huge blow to the cast, the crew, and fans worldwide. To this day, Hoss remains one of the most iconic and unforgettable figures in television Western history. Michael Landon as Little Joe Cartwright. Michael Landon became a television legend through his role as Joseph Little Joe Cartwright, the spirited youngest son on Bonanza. With his youthful charm, piercing eyes, and mischievous energy, Landon gave Little Joe a vibrant personality that appealed to audiences of all ages. He was quick to defend his family, passionate in his pursuits, and brought a sense of optimism and warmth to the sometimes turbulent world of the Ponderosa. Beyond his acting, Landon showed remarkable talent as a writer, director, and producer, laying the foundation for a career that would extend far beyond Bonanza. After the show, he cemented his place in TV history with Little House on the Prairie and later Highway to Heaven, where his creative vision and heartfelt storytelling inspired millions. Sadly, his life ended far too soon when he passed away in 1991 at the age of 54, following a battle with pancreatic cancer. Landon's legacy endures through the timeless characters he brought to life and the uplifting stories he created for generations. Victor Sen Yung as Hop Sing. Victor Sen Yung brought warmth, humor, and depth to the role of Hop Sing, the Cartwright family's loyal cook, on Bonanza. More than just a background character, Hop Sing became an essential part of the Ponderosa household, offering sharp wit, fiery temper, and heartfelt loyalty that made him unforgettable. Sen Yung's portrayal stood out during a time when Asian American representation on television was rare and often stereotypical, yet he managed to give Hop Sing dignity and humanity that resonated with fans. Beyond Bonanza, Sen Yung had an impressive career, appearing in over 160 films and TV shows, including his recurring role as Jimmy Chan in the Charlie Chan film series. Off-screen, he was also a skilled chef and even published a popular Chinese cookbook, blending his love of culture and food. Tragically, in 1980, Victor Sen Yung passed away at the age of 65 due to accidental carbon monoxide poisoning. His legacy lives on as a trailblazer who helped broaden the scope of roles available to Asian American actors on television. Ray Teal as Sheriff Roy Coffey. Ray Teal became a familiar and comforting presence on Bonanza as Sheriff Roy Coffey, the steady lawman who kept order in Virginia City. Appearing in more than 90 episodes, Teal's character struck a balance between firm authority and neighborly kindness, often helping the Cartwrights navigate both legal troubles and moral dilemmas. His role as Sheriff Coffey wasn't just about enforcing the law, it was about embodying fairness, patience, and the challenges of maintaining peace in a frontier town. Before Bonanza, Teal was already an accomplished character actor with roles in classics like High Noon, Ace in the Hole, and The Best Years of Our Lives. Over his long career, he appeared in more than 250 film and television productions, making him one of Hollywood's most recognizable supporting players. Sadly, Ray Teal passed away in 1976 at the age of 74. His portrayal of Sheriff Roy Coffey remains beloved, remembered as a cornerstone of the series and a symbol of justice in the Old West. Guy Williams as Will Cartwright. Though his time on Bonanza was brief, Guy Williams made a lasting impression as Will Cartwright, the cousin who stepped in during the 5th season when Pernell Roberts' departure seemed imminent. Handsome, charismatic, and carrying the Cartwright spirit, Will was introduced as a potential new lead, and fans quickly warmed to his presence. However, Roberts ultimately stayed on a bit longer, and Williams' character was written out after only a handful of episodes. While his Bonanza run was short, Williams was already a household name thanks to his role as Zorro in the Disney television series, where his masked hero became an enduring icon. He later found further fame as Professor John Robinson on Lost in Space, cementing his place in pop culture history. Beyond acting, Williams lived a life full of adventure, eventually retiring to Argentina where he remained beloved by fans of Zorro. Sadly, he passed away in 1989 at the age of 65. Though Will Cartwright's stay in Virginia City was short, Guy Williams' legacy in television remains truly timeless. David Canary as Candy Canaday. Introduced in 1967, David Canary brought a fresh spark to Bonanza as Candy Canaday, the spirited and loyal ranch hand who quickly became like family to the Cartwrights. With his sharp wit, rugged charm, and fierce loyalty, Candy stood out as more than just a supporting character. He was a bridge between the Cartwrights and the outside world, often caught up in their adventures while also showing his own sense of justice and courage. Canary's energetic presence revitalized the series during its later seasons, and his chemistry with the cast made him a fan favorite. Beyond Bonanza, Canary enjoyed an illustrious career in daytime television, most notably as Adam Chandler on All My Children, a role that earned him multiple Emmy Awards and established him as one of soap opera's most respected actors. Off-screen, he was known for his humility, warmth, and dedication to his craft. David Canary passed away in 2015 at the age of 77, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and characters who continue to inspire fans. Bonanza wasn't just another TV Western. It was a landmark series that captured the heart of America for over a decade. Through the adventures of the Cartwright family and the colorful characters of Virginia City, it gave us stories of loyalty, justice, and resilience that still resonate today. Sadly, many of these talented performers are no longer with us, but their legacy lives on every time we revisit the Ponderosa. Their work reminds us of the golden age of television, when stories were told with heart and authenticity. If Bonanza holds a special place in your memory, share this video with fellow fans, leave a comment with your favorite character or episode, and subscribe for more journeys back into classic TV history.